first things first. Roll for initiative. Not initiative. Force morale.
Force morale. Okay. Chain of command dice. 6.
Cool. So you're on 11, and I am on.
Okay.
9.
So that puts that at that initial.
Yep.
Thing there. So my guys are really up for it.
Yeah. So I think you need 3 of these. 2 for tracking your dice, and 1 is your initiative tracker.
Cool.
Right. Cool. So you get first movement.
Okay. My starting point was here, wasn't it?
It's like there.
Like there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then each one of them moves 12.
Yep.
They all have to stay within
And they have to stay
a
within
chain
12,
of 12. Yeah.
of each other. Okay, so I get the first move, and I've got to get someone off that board edge.
Anywhere along this board edge.
On the outskirts of Carentan.
Yeah,
We're not that far away from the actual date of that attack either. It's first few days in June.
Mission briefing. Charge at Ingouf Farm. The Americans, with the River Druive at their backs, had the daunting task of crossing open ground to close the German defenders. The cry for bayonet charge goes out, and the 101st begin their rendezvous with destiny.
Ooh, flavor text. And so begins my patrol phase. Starting out from here. There are 4 of these tokens. Is it always 4 in chain of command?
No.
No, it depends on the scenario.
It depends on the scenario.
Okay. So, and this is to set up where you're going to come in. I love this sub game within the game. Okay, my first patrol is out.
Oh, okay. And these ignore terrain, everything.
Yep.
Right, they nothing matters for these. So then 12. So yeah, that's gonna go to there.
Cool. I'll move another one out to there.
Cool.
Actually, it makes more sense to move it onto that one. I'll move it onto there.
So I was gonna move up to there.
Cool.
12. 12. And at all times I've got to stay within 12.
Yeah. Now this one is going to move to here.
Cool. That one's going to leapfrog to there.
Cool. This one is going to move to the centre.
Cool. This one is going to move until he's within.
Oh, you could lock down 2 of my tokens there.
I'll lock down 3.
Oh.
So I'll move. So I can move up to there, but
You
I've got
made
to
a
stop
mistake.
whenever I come into 12. So that will lock
Those 3.
those 3. Those.
Okay.
So they can no longer be moved. So you're.
I've got 1 left.
Yep.
Now, I think I've got enough on that side. Move 12 to there. Okay, I'm going to move 1 to here.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I'm going to move this one into the. You can go to about there.
Okay.
So I'll put it there. No, I'll just slap it there. Yep.
Yeah, it's got to stay within 12, so I'm not going to get as far as I'd like.
Shoe tying phase.
Shoe tying phase. Right, I'm going to move it to there. I'll lock that one down.
Cool.
And that locks that one down
And
as
as
well.
soon as you've locked
And
it-
as soon as I've locked all of them down,
That's it.
that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
So
that's
that
the
means
trophy.
so that means I can't get my extra move of flanking that round because you've locked
Cool.
it down straight away. Cool, and that is patrol phase done. Now we put some drop-off markers down.
Okay.
3 each.
Yeah.
You've got the highest force morale, so you're going to go first.
And I create. So I pick a point, and I create a triangle
From the 2 closest.
from the 2 closest enemy ones, and then come back from it.
Yeah.
So if I was to go here, it would be like, and you won't be able to see that on the camera at all, but it's like a triangle coming back there,
So-
a triangle coming back here. So
Yeah.
the area I can deploy in is here, which I quite like actually. So that line is. This is where night fighting really comes into its own. If I go there,
Yeah. Cool. Yep, that's
One.
perfect. Yeah.
find somewhere I can
Just-
do that.
Knock that way. So, yeah.
It's chain of command, not tournament rule set.
Oh, it's.
Okay, I've got one down. So my guys can come from here. So as opposed to board edges and all the rest of that rubbish, chain of command has this awesome system where you come out from particular points, represented where kind of your patrols have said it's cool to come in. Now it's time to fight.
Yeah, it's sort of like fog of war, like
Yeah.
sort of scout teams moving up.
Mm.
We've actually tried it. We've tried it with other games. Putting this in makes a big difference. So I think that and that will give me there. Now, as well as being behind them in the triangle, they've also got to be 6 inches back and cover. So that's 6 inches. So that will put me there in the forest.
Cool. Over here, so this is going to make a little triangle going back here. So I think there. That line's going to come here to there. That line's going to come here to there.
To there. And that one to there. So yeah, exactly where you are. Yeah. There. And that's as well. If you can't get into cover, you just go to the table edge in that triangle. Yeah. One thing to note as well is, if you like, I took one off this. You can deploy multiple off one. So if I wanted, I could put one there as well. Cool. Well, I don't think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to this guy. Like the two closest are that and that, which gives you a massive triangle there. So where's going to be in that building 6 inches back? Cool.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt having someone being able to come in.
Now
that triangle is going to be there and there, so it can come in.
Yep.
Kind of.
One caveat with getting your patrol markers up close is if an enemy moves within 4 inches of them, you can't deploy for them; they'll be captured. And if the turn ends, now turns and phases are a bit different in this game. It's very it's not a lot. You know, a turn only finishes on a roll of 3 sixes on your command roll, or if you use one of the big chain of command dice.
Yeah.
When that happens, if they've got enemies within 4 inches, it's removed from the board, and you lose force morale because of it, because someone's taken your scouts out. Okay, so what do you want the next one to be? That is the question. I think over here is looking a wee bit.
We're about to get into combat. Time to put.
I think
do up my sandals.
The way you've got them done, I can't get anything over here. No, I can't. If I go from that one,
it'll be.
And will put me there.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so that is the patrol phase done. So we take up these patrol markers, and we're left with 3 jump off markers each.
Sweet. There you go. T-phase. Oh, lovely. That too got COVID.
You've got the highest priority, or the highest force morale.
Okay.
So it will be your phase first.
My phase first. So I have this here, which is my chart. I get 5 dice. And is it always 5 dice for this particular bit in Chain of Command, or again is it based on scenario?
It's based on your force.
Okay.
So some forces will have different ones. Some forces will have ones that can. Some of the German forces in Eastern Front have the first 5 rolls that you get, you have an extra dice.
Okay.
Some forces you can buy an extra dice as one of your support options.
Cool. So I roll my dice on here, and then whatever results I get to pick from there. It's a bit like what's the Dark Age one? Saga's kind of like that, but with the symbols, isn't it? So 6, 1, 6. Now I watched the battle report before that. That means you get initiative next turn, is it?
Hold fire.
Oh.
You have a smoke barrage.
I do have a smoke barrage. I want to keep my rolls. I want to line them up here. It's not terrible. But we've got smoke barrage coming in first of all. So we'll work out how that works and then come back. Nah, screw it, I'm going to keep it in. I've decided to keep my mortar barrage until later in the turn. So, phase 1. I've rolled these things. So I can activate a fire team, activate 2 sections. My chain of command increases by 1, which it can't do because I'm on 11.
No, so that's your chain of, so you get one of the big dice, stick it in the centre, and track that until you get 6. When you get 6, you can do some magical things.
Okay, so that's gone to 1 off that 6.
Off the 5.
Off the 5.
Yeah, single 6 is useless.
6 is special, so it's useless. I need multiples of that. So I can activate some of my guys, and I'll introduce my force at this point.
A ranking senior leader.
Okay.
So he is command
This
level
guy.
4.
This guy's command level 4. Black.
Dude, it is this guy.
Oh, is it? But that guy.
Because spears will be with you the whole time.
Okay, cool.
Then that is your lieutenant, a senior leader. That is your platoon sergeant, a senior leader. You then have
Rifle section sergeant LMG.
Yep.
Rifle section sergeant LMG. Bazooka team. All of these guys here are the mortar team. We've got an engineering section, which is those 3 guys there. And a sniper team, which is spotter and a sniper.
no.
So a team would be like one of these or one of these, and a section is all of it. And you've not got anything on the board yet, so I can really push up.
Yeah. Now, one of my support choices that I've chosen is
Barbed wire.
a barbed wire.
Are you going to place that?
So I am going to place that right there.
Okay. Have you got another section, or
I don't. Actually, you know what? No. That is going to block off
that side of the house
that
there?
side of the house.
Cool. Because yeah, aim of the game is to stop me getting off that side. So I guess my first one, dithering phase. My first activation, I think, is going to take first squad or first section. I'm going to push them out of this bit here. We'll do the movement and we'll show you what it looks like. First squad, move on from there up to there. So that cost me my 2. I'm going to now add these 2 dice up together to make a 3. And you can add dice up to a 4, is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
you,
add
you essentially can you can add your dice up.
Yep.
Anything that would be activating a unit, you can't add them up to the special stuff.
Cool. So I'm going to add these 2 up to a 3. And what that will allow me to do is bring on this squad from here and push them. Can they move and go into Overwatch, or they?
So they'll come off. Whenever you
They'll come off the jump point
you don't
6.
Move. You come off 6 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go on Overwatch.
Yeah, you can put both teams on Overwatch.
Cool. Could that team move further potentially?
No, you can't. You don't move when you come off a jump off point.
Oh, okay, cool. Right.
can't
You mean both
go.
teams here? Right. Sections, teams. I'll get it eventually. So that 3, moving those guys over onto there. I'll show you what it looks like. Second squad came off that jump point. They come to here, and they get an Overwatch marker for that team, an Overwatch marker for the LMG team. So presumably, when I'm moving, when I deploy that marker, I can put it wherever.
Exactly, and then that's what they're covering.
Yeah.
Because facing matters in this game.
Cool. So yeah, I'll put it like that. I think that's worth it. They've got a good coverage of the board. Just a bit more wide shot. You can see first squad all the way over there. And now I've spent all of my dice. So we go over to Steve's first phase.
Okay, so 2 6s,
Yep.
which means I'm going to get a double phase.
Mm-hmm.
A 5, which means I'm getting a point of chain of command. Then I've got 2 1s. Now, that means I can bring in 2 small teams, or I can add them together and bring in a section.
Steve uses skull dice because he's the baddies. German first squad coming in with an entrenchment. Are they all counted as entrenched?
No, so it's an enchantment for one team.
Oh, okay, cool. So the LMG is entrenched.
Yeah, so that was
The
my
rifle
second.
guys are hanging out.
That's my second point of support that I used.
Cool.
Cool, so they're going to come in. So that was, I added my 2 1s up.
Yep.
Because I've got a double phase, so I can sort of gamble a bit. So I've added my 2 1s up, and I'm...
Oh, is that because I rolled 6 on mine?
No, because I rolled 2 6s.
Oh, because you
So
rolled
if
2
if you
6s.
roll 1 6, it's useless.
Yep.
If you roll 2 6s, you have a double phase. 3 6s ends the turn. 4 6s, something happens.
Roll on a table.
Yeah, yeah. Things on that table include buildings catching fire, smoke blowing in, or you finding a wine merchant's cellar, and your morale goes up because you find some good wine. Well done,
Did you
two
actually-
fat lordies.
Well done. That sounds
Okay,
great.
I'm going to open fire with these on them.
Okay.
So, 18 inches is going to be put me at close range. So we're all at close range.
Yep.
We're going to have 8 dice for that LMG.
Yep.
8 dice. I think what I'll do is I'll do them separately because we're in different. We're in different cover.
Cool.
No, sorry.
Actually, what you could do is you could fire the LMG at those guys and then the rifles at those guys.
Yeah, I can't do that because I took them in as a 2, so they come in as a section. So
okay,
that as a section. Just edit that out.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So I've brought these guys in, all at 18 inches.
Yep.
So they're going to open fire on there. In this, we've got 2 LMG teams. One of them has a rifleman. One of them has a rifleman and an SMG. So the SMG is going to be well out of range. So I'll have 1, 2 for the rifles. And then each of them uses 8 dice each. So 16, 18 dice.
Clench.
Cool. So what I'm rolling for here is I'm rolling against your troop type.
Yep.
So we're looking at 4s. So it's 4s to hit because you're also close range.
Cool. The 4s is the basic for regular troops, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 hits.
Um,
So 4 on the rifle, 4 on the LMG, and 1 spare that you get to allocate out.
7 hits.
Oh,
so,
7 hits.
Now.
Oh,
they,
3 and 1.
They are in different covers.
Mhm.
So I need to remember what happens when you fire people in different colours. We will fire with the we'll fire for them as if they're in the most open cover to start with.
Cool.
So we'll
Effectively, because the guys in the open are giving away the rest of the section. Yeah. Cool.
So four on those now. In order to see what we're doing, where is the shop? And effective hit. Yep, cool. So they're in the open. 1 and 2 is a miss. A 3 to 4 is shock, and a 5 to 6 is a kill.
Cool.
So we have.
Is this the rifle section?
This is the rifle team. Yeah.
Yeah, rifle team.
So that will be 2 shock.
2 shock. Okay, so 2 of these little counters for them.
And 2 kills.
And 2 kills. Okay.
Cool. And then we've got the 3 on the LMG team.
Okay.
And this will be the same again. So that is just going to be 3 shock.
3 shock. Okay.
Nope.
3 shock for the LMG team.
Now we have 2 casualties.
Yep.
So every time you take casualties from a thing of fire.
Roll on the bad stuff.
No. So we roll a dice to see if it hit your leader.
Okay.
If,
Oh yeah, ones.
So
roll a
if
1.
that number
3.
is equal to or less than the amount of kills.
Yep.
One of the shots hit your leader.
Do we get any bad stuff happening?
No.
Kills as well? No.
No, just a couple of just a couple of average Joes.
And do I lose any morale for that?
No.
No.
Cool.
Cool.
You don't.
Oh,
lose
that's when the leaders get injured and stuff.
Yeah,
like
as soon as your leaders start getting hit, that's when your morale will start going down. So that is that phase done.
that. Okay.
And because I rolled 2 6s,
You get
I
to do another one.
phase.
Okay.
1 6 is useless.
Okay.
3 5s puts me on.
That adds to his chain of command dice.
So I'm currently on 4.
Yep.
And then I've got a 3, on which I can activate a
So
junior
3.
leader.
You can activate those guys and shoot again, can you?
Yep.
Because you've not fired this roll of dice, this phase.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's every squad can activate once per phase. Yep, I'm going to spend a 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Pour the fire on. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Put some more pressure on first squad. Sorry, guys, I kind of screwed you by putting you there, but never mind.
Now what I'm going to do with this is
I bring the mortar strike in next time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have helped him yet, would it? I suppose.
It
Oh
would have
no,
helped,
it would have had effect on your first round of shooting, and then your second round of shooting, it would have gone away for.
No, it would, if you the smoke barrage would come in and stay for a turn. So,
Oh, okay.
Until the turn finishes. So it would stay on for quite a substantial amount of time.
Oh, okay. Whoops. It's okay. I'm fresh out of West Point. I've forgotten all of the things I learned in War College. Steve's entrenchment that he painted today. Steve's done a bit of work for the stuff for today, so thank you, Steve.
Yes,
This is all his stuff. My stuff is all Japanese, so it's going to be Pacific-based campaign sometime later in the year with a Mr. Plumley when we bully him into playing Chain of Command.
We're going again, so it's going to be 4 to hit.
18 dice, looking for 4s, yeah.
Cool. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 1. So we've an uneven number again.
Okay, so... Oh, okay, another one onto the rifle squad, is
Because
it?
you're in the open, I'm going to
Oh, you get to allocate it. Okay. Cool.
But I'm going to stick the large number into the rifle squad.
Okay.
So we're looking at 1 2 miss, 3 4 shock, 5 6 kill.
Cool.
Cool. That is 1 shock.
1 shock for the rifles. No kills?
No kills. And
Okay.
same for the LMG team. In the box. Cool, we just got 2 shock.
2 shocks, so they're up to 5. So that's a problem for these guys because it's more than the number of guys in the team.
Yeah, so if it's equal to or more, they're pinned.
Okay.
So what happens is they can't move.
Yep.
They can fire, but they will be at half dice.
Okay.
But their covers increase by 1.
Cool.
Because they've sort of gone to ground. Whenever that hits double, that's when they will break.
Okay.
So now you've got to...
So I've got to get a
shake some
junior
shock
officer
off
or a senior officer to shout at them a bit and get them firing that.
Yep.
But M19 needs to get out and firing at those machine gunners.
All leaders can remove shock, and it's not. There's no roll. There's no chance in it. It is just using command initiatives.
Okay, I'm going to use different coloured dice for my one. So
That is a good roll.
we've got a couple of 3s, 2, 4, and a 4. So we've got a junior, 2 senior leaders. 2 junior leaders, which is the sergeants in those units. 2 is another section, so could I bring on one of these as a section? No. So these guys are stuck.
They're only on 1s.
Cool. I can't bring them in with a junior leader or anything like that. Cool. I can't divide my dice.
You can if you get an axe.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to get our senior leader, not the ranking guy. We're going to get our guy to come in and shouts at people on one of these 4s. So we'll spend that.
So just with the
Yep.
yeah. So
Go for it.
the guy that's ranking has 4 initiatives. That guy has 3.
This guy has 3.
So
It might be worth bringing him on. Just because he's...
you could. So what you could do is.
Although if I lose him, he's going to be more of a problem, isn't he?
It's very hard to hit leaders.
Okay.
Yeah. And with him as well. So you will get him every time we play this mission, because we might. So the way the campaign works is, imagine, so there's 6 missions,
Yeah.
right, and it is essentially you're going from here
Yeah.
to 6 tables down that way.
Towards Aaron's slide.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So each one will be you moving on a bit more up the farmland.
Oh, cool.
If you win, you push up. If I win, I push you back.
Ah, so we'll come back here to exactly this board.
Yeah.
If I lose.
If you won this,
Do we
I
just
won
stay
this.
on this one if I lose this one?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
But the way it works is you have 8 games to get to table 5.
Cool.
If by 8 games, so if you do that before 8 games, you win the campaign.
Yep.
If you haven't done that, if we play, let's say we do 2 up, so that's 2 games, then 2 back down 6, then 1 back up, then 1 back down, the Germans will.
Yeah, because I've not got enough time to get to my primary objectives.
Yeah. The D-Day Luncheon
Has failed at Carentan. So there's a little signpost here, Carentan, this way.
Yeah.
Okay. Senior leader, the most ranking one, because I'm listening to Steve, because he's been cool with me, because it's the first game. Moves a 6 out. He's got an aura of, is it 4 like the
12
juniors?
inches.
Or 12 inches, so his is
So
actually bigger.
because he's a ranking, he's essentially a major that's come down to oversee this.
Cool.
He has 4, so he could.
So I want to, he's got 4 things he can do.
Yep.
Can you do multiple things to squads
Yeah,
or
so,
teams?
Because you've got quite a nice dice roll. So you've got your 2 3s.
Yeah.
So you don't need to worry about activating these squads, because that can activate on a 3 and that can activate on a 3.
What I really need to do is clear off.
Yeah. So I would take that guy then can come in and just straight away take 4 shock off that.
Okay, so as one of the things he can do, he can
So,
take 4 off.
so each one so he's got 4 command initiatives,
Oh, I see.
and each one would take off a point of shock.
Cool.
So whereas
So-
if you did that with your junior leader,
Yeah.
if your junior leader activated, he could take 2 off,
Yeah.
but then he couldn't activate them to shoot.
Right. This guy comes on, says something extremely motivating to these guys.
What are you boys
What are you boys
out
doing? We
here?
take off those 4 little spiky orange things. And that's his activation. So I've got another one, but I think I can save that until a little bit later on. I'll go with a 3. I'll go with the junior.
What we could do as well, as we're sort of learning how to play this.
Yeah.
If you wanted to move these up and shoot them instead
Yeah.
of going Overwatch, you could use your 3
Yep.
to remove another 2 points of shock, so that uses both his initiatives,
Okay.
and then use the 2 to activate the section to move them and fire.
That makes sense. I'll do that then. Right,
Cool.
so 3.
So that was your.
That
3.
was the 3.
Yep.
Takes the shock off the rifle section, is
You
it?
can
Or...
take them off either. Now, one shock does not affect shooting; it only affects movement.
Now, how many shot can he take off? Because
Two.
he can take off 2.
He can take, so
Okay, so I'll take 1 off the LMG team and then 1 off them because he's got the 2 orders, so he can take off 2 of these tokens.
Yeah,
okay.
So what that'll do is every 2 ones of these, you lose a pip, or you lose a dice for shooting.
Cool.
Every 1 of them you've got for movement, you lose. It's -1. So if you move D6, it'll be D6 -1.
Okay, so it's more worth my while keeping one of those on there and then taking 1 off there because then at least I get to fire at full effect.
And one thing as well. So Americans,
Yep.
they can actually. So usually if I advance D6, it'll half my dice.
Yep.
Americans can advance D6 and fire at full effect.
Now, is advancing D6 the tactical move or is that the?
No, it's just a normal movement.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And is it I roll 1 dice and that's how far they go?
Yeah.
Or...
So what you can do is
Because I'll now use my 2, activate the section, which is the LMG team and the rifle team, and they're going to move and shoot.
what you could, so normally movement is move D6 and fire at half effect.
Yep.
Or move 2D6 and you can't fire, or you can sprint 3D6.
Yeah.
But at the end of that, you'll take a shock.
And the American thing is they
Americans,
just,
1D6 fire at full effect.
Yep.
2D6 fire at half effect.
Oh, okay, cool. So they can just move a little bit faster than everyone
Yeah.
else because the automatic rifles, BARs, more SMGs in the squad, etc. Cool. Okay, 2 inches. We're not going very far.
So -1 for each thing, so it's 1 inch.
1 inch forward.
Yep.
Fair enough. We'll crawl forward and see what goes on. We've moved up. Oh, massive. 1 inch. So we're getting closer to our objective of across that duck pond. Now we get to shoot. So I'll shoot with the LMG team first.
If you fire them all at once.
It'll be the same. Oh yeah, fire them all at once because they're all going to shoot at section versus section, isn't it? Section on section. So LMG for the Americans. How many dice does that one get?
It's belt fed, so you're going to be 8 dice.
8 dice. Is that the same as the Hitler's Buzzsaw or slightly less?
It's the same. I've got there's a special rule I can use to make it more like Hitler's Buzzsaw called
Okay, cool.
Machine Gewehr.
And then I've got 1 dice for each rifleman. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll just roll these and roll 5 rerolls because I don't have enough dice for that. So I'm hitting you on 4s. Because you're regular and in the open. Oh no, you're not though, because you've got your entrenchment.
The cover only takes effect whenever.
When wounding. Okay, cool. Okay. We said 5 rerolls. There's a hit. There's a hit. There's a hit. 1 more. Okay.
It's a lot of dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits in total.
Hits, cool, so that's going to split.
Yeah,
4 on one LMG,
yep.
4 on the other. So these guys are going to be in cover, and they're going to be in the open.
Okay, so the guy's in the open, so I'm looking for
3, 4 shock, 5, 6 kill.
Cool. 1 kill and 2 threes, was it?
Yeah. So
2 shock.
So I'll just take these.
So there's that dice roll.
2 shock.
1 does nothing. That gives shock.
The
That gives the kill.
rifleman will get shot.
Cool. Oh, that was the guys in the open, sorry. Cool. I'll roll for them anyway, see what we get. Okay, we got 1 kill, and now because it's light cover, basically it moves up 1, doesn't it?
Because I'm in light cover will be 4, 5 shock, and a 6 is a kill.
Okay, 6. We killed a guy, but everything else is wasted.
Yeah.
So your digging was worthwhile, gentlemen.
Yeah. Right, so you got 2 kills there, so I've now got to check if it's
Yep.
a leader. It is not.
Hey. Now, do I want to move those guys or not? So at some point he might come out of there and then I can blaze away. Oh, mind you, if he's a junior leader, can he move them and go into Overwatch?
So your options there are you can move and go into Overwatch. Because you're going across open ground,
Yeah.
what you could do is move and take tactical stance,
Yeah.
which means you're going to get 1 light. So you're not in the open anymore. You can't just light cover.
Yeah. Although a
or
sprint would be 3d6
could
and there would
sprint
be a
3d6
chance of
inches.
getting that, wouldn't there?
Yep,
See, the flavor text did say bayonet charge.
it did.
So they've come up to that position. They've gone, oh look, it's open, it's open. Oh, let's just go for it. We're going to sprint the 3d6. So this is the junior leader activation.
Yep.
So the 3 goes away. So I'm just left with the senior. 3d6. We're going to charge over the open. Come on. Correct. 13. Okay. Oh no, they can't do it. They can't jump over a fence.
They can.
Can they?
Yep.
Oh, is it just something else?
Touch it. You're touching it.
Oh, we're touching it. Ah, fair enough. Okay, we jump over the fence, we vault it 13 inches up the board towards his objective. I'll let you see what that looks like in a minute. These guys charge across from here to here, and they've taken that. So that's like that's a major objective achieved. They even blew over the trees. They were that fast. So what happens with that objective, and what happens with that?
I now cannot deploy troops off that.
Okay, cool.
And if the turn ends, if one of us using a chain of command dice or one of us rolling 3 6s, you will capture that, and I'll lose morale.
Can I use the chain of command dice for that now? So, like, is that point there?
You need to have a 6.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as you get 6, you get 1 chain of command dice to use.
So you got to push me off there, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've got 4 left in my roll. It'll be Steve's next because I didn't roll enough 6s, which is one of these guys.
He'll come in 6 inches off a jump off point, and he can run next turn.
He can run next turn. So he's going to come off 6 here, and he's going to move up to there, ready to jump across and help his guys out on that side.
And then run the whole way back again. It wasn't that he ran over that confused him. It was that he ran back. Cool. My face?
Yeah, your face.
Sound. Right, we've got no 6s. We've got a 5. It's supposed to be at 5 points. But I know I don't want to use that. So I've got a 3 and 2 1s.
Have you topped out on chain of command points? Can you only ever get up to 6? Or?
And then you start a new dice.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. It goes indefinitely, but it's one of those that you're not going to end up with tons and tons of them.
Mm.
Right. Well, so for my first action, I'm going to activate something on a 1.
So they can come in the house. And there. Did you have another jump off point, or was it just the 3?
It's in the house.
It's in the house. Okay, so he's coming off 2.
So I think what's going to happen here is there's a Panzerschreck team.
Take cover.
And they are going to fire a HE shell in that group.
Sheepdog on the left-hand flank, holding firm.
Always hits on a 4.
Okay.
It always hits if you're in the open, and it also reduces.
Does it target a section or a team? Because can you knock out MGs with it?
No, you always just target the section.
Okay, cool.
The only person that can target, yeah, that's it. It's always just a section. So, yeah, so it's going to fire those. So looking at 4s.
Okay.
2. That'll be 1 on each.
Okay.
Counts as in the open.
Yep. Oh, we agreed beforehand that the tree's decoration, because the entire point of this is the 101st charging across the open. I didn't bring in my smoke barrage. I forgot all about it again. Next time, we'll bring it in. The car on the radio. So, you sure? Now?
5-6 kill on the rifle team. Nope, it's a shock. And then 5-6 kill on the LMG team. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Shock on the rifles.
So the Panzerfaust hit the mud.
Exploded. Everyone hit the dirt. Is everyone okay? Yeah.
Then I've got
what dice you got left?
1.
Okay, so junior leader and a fire team.
Yeah.
It's fired as Panzerfaust already, so that's out for this phase, which is a roll of the dice.
Fire team. I'm going to bring. There's an LMG up in that window.
Okay.
Of course there is.
They waited for the Panzerfaust guys to shoot first. It's only polite.
Yeah. So windows in this game. 2 rifles per window, or if it's like a mounted weapon, you go 45 degrees out.
Cool. So come out
dice.
those little windows there.
I think. Yeah, we're all around close range, so we're going to be on 4s. Cool. And then 2 on each, so 5-6 kill.
Yep.
1 kill.
Okay,
and
1 kill on the rifle team, is it?
1919. Nothing.
Okay, and do we get a shock? The shock is quite literally a result, isn't it? We don't get a shock.
No, it's not. You don't just get shocked because you're fired at.
Cool.
Because it's the military and they were trained. Cool. And then I'm going to activate a 3. I'm going to use these guys.
Okay.
And they're going to open fire on that squad again. So 16. We're just on a 16 dice now because we've taken out a few. So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Now, when you move him on, what you can do is you can attach him to a squad.
Yeah.
And then, so if you're moving, you can move up with him. Because he moved on to take off morale, he didn't attach
He's
to that
not
squad.
attached,
There'd
yeah.
be no reason to.
So he doesn't share the risk.
So there's no way he can get hit. There's no way he can run off.
When the section activated, should the junior leader have moved up
Yeah,
with
he
them?
moves up with them.
Okay, cool. So he moved an inch. So he's a little bit closer. Cool.
So on the LMG team,
Even though he activated before.
yeah. So he's when he's attached them, if they move up with the 2, they go.
Okay, cool.
So it's the way the way you can use command initiatives is there's certain things that are actions and certain things that aren't actions. One of the things that counts as not an action but costs an initiative is to remove shock.
Cool.
So you can do what we did there, where you remove shock and then acts as a 2. So 4 in your LMG team, 5-6 kills. Oh, one's over there. That is going to be 2 kills.
On the LMG?
Yep.
Ooh. Just the gunner left.
Cool. So what will happen now is he will...
Really struggle to use that.
Yeah. What you can do is you can rearrange your teams.
Okay, so send some guys over to help
Whenever
him.
your LMG, whenever your generator activates.
Cool.
And then into the rifle team, 5-6 kill. We've got 1 kill and 2 shock.
1 kill, 2 shock.
And
1
then
kill.
if you want to just check if that's your leader.
2 shock. No shock on the LMG.
No.
Cool. Okay, 1 roll. You got 1 kill, so I just need to... Oh no,
I only got 1 kill.
You only got 1 kill. Do the kills from the LMG team count for this roll as well? Or is it 2 separate
Yes,
rolls?
sorry, they do. Yeah, no, you're correct. So it's three kills.
Okay, so I've got to roll 4 or more, basically. Yep. Okay. 1. that's my junior leader
stick,
taking that.
we don't know who your team are. Stick 1 back onto the LMG or 1 back into the rifle squad, whatever you want. It's you that picks.
Oh, okay, I'll put 1 back on the LMG so that it can be crude.
All right, so if you can see what type of wound it is, just roll d6.
3.
Wounded cannot activate for the rest of the turn.
Ooh, okay.
So now you want the turn to fix. To finish. Cool, and then if you can roll d6 on bad things happen.
Bad things happen. 6.
Give me 1 second. I don't
Audible clench while he finds it in the book.
6. Junior leader wounded is minus 2 points.
Oh, minus 2 points on this track?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2. We're down to 9. Is that all your dice?
That is all my dice. It's over to you.
Okay, here's my roll. We've got a decent mixture. Right, the 5 increases my chain of command dice, so that 1 goes to a 2. Let's get the chart out, be friendly. Okay. Junior leader activates 2 section activations and a fire team activation. Now,
okay. Would you like to deploy your smoke barrage?
when do I do that? Is it the start of...
Yeah, start. It's whenever you want in your phase.
Oh, any point in my phase. I can shoot first and then the barrage comes in to cover me? Okay, I'll do that. I'll do it at the end of my phase. Does that work?
Yep.
Cool.
You can do it whenever.
Right, I'm going to bring in a fire team. I'm going to bring in the mortar. I'll bring the mortar on here, because then he's got line of sight to basically everybody.
Yep.
So he's going to come on next to...
over there as well.
Huh?
You will do over there as well.
Oh, that's true. It'll look better over here. There's a senior leader, so he's going to come over here.
What that will do as well is because you're
That's 4 guys. Isn't
in
it?
his 5.
Oh, is it 5?
in
I'll go with the binoculars.
So because you are within his range, you can now activate that on a 1.
Jay would tell
or
me
a
off
f-
for
or a
putting it in
4.
front of it. But 1 or a 4, because that guy's there. So that's my 1 dice gone out of the way.
Where
So
you
they've
shoot.
just come on this turn. They don't shoot, do they?
Yep. They do.
Oh, they can shoot.
So
okay.
it's not as if, so the way if you think about deploying this, it's not that you've only come on, it's that the fog of war has lifted because you're now attacking.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't move when you come off.
Ah, so they were there the whole time. They've just started shooting now. We want to put a mortar bomb right there.
Cool. So it is going to be 2 dice.
Okay. And it targets section again, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it counts as in the open.
Does it? Because they're all in cover to them. Because of the hedge. Oh, mind you, it's plunging fire,
it's
isn't it?
hitchy.
Hitchy.
So if your friendly hits you a mortar round,
Yeah.
it's going to come in, it's going to hit on a 4, and
Yeah.
it's going to knock their cover down to 1, so they'll count in the open.
Okay, hits on 4s. Ooh. 2 together, massive. Range and shot, it's all good. Junior leader activation. he's going to use both of his to knock off those two. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then their shooting will be a little bit better, and then I'm going to use one of these twos to activate the section to shoot on the section that we've been fighting the whole
D6 for
time.
free.
Move D6 for free. Because we're Americans.
Nice.
5 inches. I'll move my guys and come back. We've gone from there to there. We've left the guy down here, and apparently that was the right thing to do, because Steve just told me how he once lost a game by getting people attached to things and then them all running off. So they've gone over to that side. They're now going to shoot at that team. So we're at minus dice for this
Nope.
still, or is that 2 still? So I've got 8 from the LMG, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 riflemen, because one guy's behind and it's basically just cheering everybody on. So 4 rerolls basically, and hitting on 4s again. 4 hits. We're looking
2 on them.
Yeah, 2 on
And
them
2 on
and
them.
2 on them. So
these
2
two
in
are
the
gonna be
open. Okay. So 2 in the open.
5, 6 kill.
4 and a 3.
Cool, so that'll be 2
that's
shocks.
2 shocks. That's not nothing.
Which is them now pinned.
Cool. So we're going to have to get a senior leader over there to do something. And then 2 on this team over here. 5 and
That
a
is
4.
1 kill and 1 shot.
Okay. That's pretty effective firing, guys. Up with that. Oh yeah, there's a... On this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're both sprinted.
Cool. Oh, you get that when you sprint, don't you? So there should actually be one additional one on that guy because they sprinted and they took a
Oh, yes.
thing from you. Cool.
Cool.
Okay, last activation is a 2, which is a section activation. I'm going to go with these guys, move the D6 because I'm American, onto the objective a little bit more, and then I'm going to shoot at the guys in the building. 4 inches, right, I'll move them and we'll come back. So these guys are all moved up into the trees, and we're going to shoot up into that building there at these teams.
That's a photo worth a thumbnail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool one. Yeah, we might go with that one. 8 dice from the LMG. Do I reduce it by 1 because of the shock?
No, you only reach about 1 when you've got 2.
2. Okay.
And also, yeah, you're going to fire up. So you're going to fire at that LMG team.
Yeah, I'll fire at the LMG.
All of them will get. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually,
5,
can
6,
the
7.
the section split their fire between the fans of Faust and the LMG team?
No, they've all got to do the same thing.
Okay.
Whenever they're active, if you had activated them with junior leader to stick a point in each, then yes.
Okay, they can.
Well,
But as a section, they're all going to shoot it. Okay, we're going to go for the LMG team then. So 8 dice from my LMG first of all. Okay, let's see what we've got here. You're regular, so I'm hitting you on 4s. Is that right?
yes.
Now, is that heavy cover because of being in a building?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be a different score, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So you're firing at them in heavy. It is 5 is shock, 6 is kill.
Okay, 5 is shock, 6 is kill. Okay, 2 6s. We killed 2 guys. They were just too close to the window. The rest pings off the building.
So
And
you've
then we've got our rifles.
The rifle and the loader.
Oh, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 riflemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a good job on watching all this Sesame Street with Aaron. It really helps with learning to count. 7 rifles. Okay. Just 2 shock then.
Cool.
Ah, which is the same size as the team there.
So that team is now pinned.
Eee, that was worth it. Okay, and that is my activation. So over to your roll. Those tokens there, we did those.
So I'm now got a full chain of command dice. But I don't really want to use it. I'm going to spend a 4 to bring a senior leader in. To bring in Hans.
Hans to
Hans.
deal with that mess over there.
So he's going to come. No, sorry. First off, I'm not going. I'm going to use a 3
Okay.
and to activate him.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of 2 shock. Yep. Then I'll bring in Hans. And it is time to use the German special rule of Maschinengewehr.
Okay.
So I'll activate both of those. So
Does that get you extra
it
dice?
gets me extra dice. Yeah. So what I do there is I essentially use any command initiative that I don't use counts as extra dice on the machine guns. And I've got to use 2 or more command initiatives. So essentially, you can only do it with a senior or with a junior when you come onto the table. So So we're glad to get out.
That's alright. Look, that cow's checking it out.
So,
Moo.
he's got 3 command initiative, so he can remove 1
Okay.
and then do machine gewehr. So we're looking at.
Does he have 4 as well, like my guys?
He's got 3.
He's got 3.
Yeah. So he's got 4 because he's ranking. Your normal seniors just have 3.
Cool.
Right. So he is. So he spent 1 to take off a shock. Then he will spend his other 2 to pump into the machine gun. So that machine gun is gonna have 10 dice.
Okay.
So 10, and also that SMG is now.
It's now within range, yeah.
The SMG.
Oh, I forgot my smoke again. Never mind, we're all good. I said we'd do it at the end of the phase, and I forgot to radio in the rounds. Got too excited. I'm too busy fighting these Germans.
I'll just use 2 of these dice.
That's what it looks like from Steve's side of the table. Oh, yes.
So I'm looking for 4s.
And that's it. That's what a full chain of command dice looks like.
And the SMG, I'm looking for 5s because we're at long range for the SMG.
That's the SMG guy there. And a little go.
Okay. And right in the open, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So rifle team.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 shock.
3 shock on the rifle, guys.
And in 1919, we have 2 kills and 1 shock.
Well, there's only 2 of them there, so they're dead. We'll see if it was my leader. 2. I lost 2 guys, so yes, it could be this guy.
So he's dead.
He's dead because he's already wounded.
He's already taken a wound.
Oh, that's bad stuff happening, right?
So one of the LMG's still on.
Oh, the LMG's still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he would have taken essentially the bullet that we thought hit the LMG actually hit your leader.
So he's still got his one
He's
shot there.
got.
You're going to have to take control here.
He's got another shock on him.
Oh, he's got another one?
Yeah, so he will. They will break.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Okay, so we've now got a couple of rolls on bad things happen.
Okay.
So our first one is going to be
LMG breaking?
team breaking.
Yep.
So he's going to fall back 2d6 plus 6.
Towards here or towards
Toward
any board
there.
edge? Okay. First one is 1. Second one is 4. So he's run off and he's going to take his tokens with him.
Right, so bad things happen. So our first one is going to be section breaks.
Okay.
Team breaks.
Yep. Roll a dice?
Yep.
1.
Nothing.
Okay.
And then team wiped out.
3.
-1 morale.
Okay, that's the track over here. -1 morale. 8.
And then we have a junior leader killed.
Yep.
D6.
3.
-1 morale.
7.
Not as bad as it could have been.
No. No. Those guys... Yeah, those guys might start the panic scene.
So I've then got a 3 and a 4 left. So I can't use the other 4 because
There's more.
And the 3, I'm going to bring in another junior leader.
Okay.
And he has 1 LMG squad, an SMG, and a rifle.
Oh, now. Where are these guys going to come on? Now, American doctrine would be say reinforced success, but then that would leave this open over here, so... See what the Germans do.
The Germans are
Reinforce failure.
Yeah. The Germans are going to reinforce.
Reinforce success.
Alright.
It's going badly for these guys over here. It could mean that these guys doing well over here means jack. Nothing.
Cool. Right, so he's going to come in, and he's got 2 command initiatives. So it's the only time you can do this with junior leader.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do machine gewehr.
Yep.
So we've got 10. The LMG is now 10. Our SMG is in range, so I'll do the SMG with black dice.
Oh, I think this section's going to go. You're going to have to hold them off, mate.
8, 10, and a rifle.
It's alright, we'll bring in a bazooka team, some engineers and a sniper. You'll be fine.
Looking for 4s. Sorry, the submachine gun's looking 5, so that is not hit. Then 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's only one thing left. So we're looking at 3, 4 shock, 5, 6 kill.
How many dead, Steve?
What, 3 dead? And then 3 shock.
Oh, they are done.
They're breaking, however, they're going that way.
Are they?
Yeah, because they go directly away from the fire.
Oh, okay.
So
So
2d6 plus
2d6 plus 6. So 10, 15.
So they will go
Yeah,
that
they're
way.
off.
Oh, there, yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
off.
off.
They roll d6.
This is for the section wiping, is it?
Yeah.
Do we do team as well? Because the team wiped.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll check it. I will check that.
2.
Section breaks on 2 is -1.
Okay.
And section wiped out.
Section wiped out. 4.
-2.
-2. 5, 4. Ooh, it's going badly.
That's not going to affect your dice yet.
Cool.
And that is my phase over.
And by dice, you mean the number of orders I get to roll?
Yes.
2 6s. Does that mean I get a double turn?
That's a double phase.
Ooh, so I get to roll again at some point.
So this. So what you do is you do all your dice and then you roll. So if you've got a double phase with the objective to get off the table.
I think that's what we might be doing. We'll even bring in the mortar at the end of this phase to make sure we do. So 2 section activations and 1 team activation. Fire team activation because it's fun. We'll do that. We're going to put a mortar shot into the house. That sounds like something we'd do. Jay would totally do that. He used mortars for real. Okay, so hitting that team on 4s.
Yep.
Was it? Yeah. 1 hit. Steve scurries for the book to find out what HE does to people inside a house.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I count as in just like cover now.
Okay. Coming in through the roof area.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out what happens.
So these guys over here just firing away and pointing at that building. Yeah, screaming at the mortar guys to just lob a bomb over there. What am I wounding them on?
They're hard, but it's going to count as light. So
Okay.
4 or 5 shock, 6 is a kill.
That's a kill.
That is a kill.
That's important because there's only one of them left.
Yep.
And they got 2 shock on them.
Yep. Which means they break.
I did something in chain of command. Yes.
8. Right. 4 to get to there. They're out the back door.
Okay, cool. I'm running out of the house. Assault the building.
And what I'm going to do is, because it's 2 on a base, and I've got the models there, I'm going to have a guy that's running with an LMG. Get out.
Oh, nice. Now it's the opportunity to get my senior leader activated, but I don't think there's much point. I'm just going to go for a section activation on one of my 2s. The other 2 will go away because I don't actually have another section to activate.
So what dice have you got left?
I could do a 4, so I could run him up,
yeah.
but I don't think it's worth it because I'm just trying to get off.
Yeah.
And the smoke barrage is going to come in and hopefully not directly hit any of my guys.
It doesn't damage you. What it'll do is it will do an 18-inch square.
Okay, cool.
Movement, I think, is half in it, but it could go anywhere.
There's no danger of actually getting a smoke round hitting you in the head.
No.
Cool. Okay, we're going to section activation. I think it's worth.
They're going to be -2 movement.
Yeah.
And they're going to be -1 movement.
I think it's going to be worth sprinting because we're going to be sprinting through smoke. 6, 9, 10 inches. -2 for the rifles. -1 for them.
Cool.
So I'm going to move everybody up their maximum, and we'll come back to move from there.
And
to
the Germans left the left flank open.
Oh, I tell you what I do want. I do want my junior leader to still be within 4 inches of that, so you can't use it.
Yeah. So I'll...
Cool. Just check it back.
Yeah, perfect.
Sweet. Smoke barrage comes down. Did you say it was 24 by 24?
It's 18 squares.
18
so
square.
Do you want to do the full barrage?
Yes. I want it here.
So I want you to pick a point where you want this barrage.
I want it on the road. I'm going to go aiming point is the duck in that. No, the aiming point is... Is there a danger of it going off the board and not actually being there, or does it scatter quite a lot potentially?
Yeah. So
what's the maximum scatter on it?
66 inches.
Ooh.
So 36 inches.
But it's 18 by 18. So if I put it, Is there a chance of it not scattering?
Yeah, if you get so you're going to have to roll 2d6,
Yep.
and on an 8 up, it's on target.
Okay, so that's fairly good odds. I'm going to put the aiming point here on that corner there.
Cool.
I think that will catch my team.
So, and then I want you to give me roll of 2d6.
Roll 2d6 to make sure it's good. 8 or more and it's on target. I tell you what, do you mind if I shift that just a little bit up?
Yeah.
I want to put it corner of the building, actually.
Yep.
Right, 2d6. Here we go. 5. That's a negative. It's not on target.
So 5, it's going to scatter 3d6 inches. Now we get to use the dice.
The prevailing wind is actually blowing across the table, as
The
you can
dice
see,
will be
because
all
it's
throughout.
knocking over these. Oh, the scatter dice. I've got loads of these.
And on the target, it'll go to the point on there.
Okay, it's going over my guys. How many dice?
What'd you get? 5?
Yeah.
3d6.
Ooh, roll low. That's high.
From there,
10, 16 inches.
16 inches. It's
Oh,
going to
that's
there.
not too bad. Actually, that's exactly where we wanted it.
That is, you could not have asked for a better placement if you wanted.
Oh, World War II Jay's in charge of that mortar team very clearly. The battery even. Well done, Jay. American Jay.
So, 9. Yeah.
I am extremely pleased with that mortar barrage. We're in the smoke almost entirely.
Oh, sorry, 18. Yeah, so 18 squared.
It's the sound of a plane going over, which is a sound of mist during lockdown.
Yeah.
Can't even see it.
Stay 2 meters away. Okay, right. So that entire area of the board is in smoke.
Couldn't have asked for it better.
And it is
double
your phase
activation
again.
So we could do this in one phase. Roll well. 1, 1, 1. 3, 6. A 6 special does nothing on its own. A 3 is a junior leader activation, and then I've got a bunch of team activations. You've got nothing on Overwatch, have you?
I've got nothing on Overwatch, no.
Then my junior leader will take the 2 shock off the rifle team.
Yeah.
It's his activation, so that's the 3 gone. And then I'm going to. Does the junior leader move if I move a team? Can he attach to a team?
I know you can just get a team to run off if you want by itself, or you can.
And then is it game over instantly?
Yeah. What you could do here.
Oh, is do a junior leader activation and get everybody.
So do your junior.
Again? Oh, there's not much point in doing that, is there? I could do a section activation and do 2, and then if that's not far enough, I can do a 1 and get a team off.
You can't activate them. You won't be able to activate them twice. But you can. Yeah, you can do a 2 or a 3.
In which case, I might as well do a 3, because if it's
Did you use it? So you activate the junior leader
yes, took off
with a 3 already.
with a 3 already.
Oh, cool. So he's already been activated. So you can't.
So
use
you can't
you
use it
can't
again.
do another 3
Okay,
again.
so I'll do a section activation.
Yep.
And move everybody
3d6.
3, 6. Or is it worth just splitting that just to?
With a section activation, you can't split.
Okay, but if I did 2 team activations, I could split and then.
You could, yeah.
I think it might be worth doing that just to make sure I don't roll
Yep.
rubbish. So, okay, one of these is going to be useless to me.
Another thing you could do,
Oh yeah.
if you want to split it up and give you more chance,
Yeah.
with your junior leader,
Yeah.
only take off 1 shock
Oh, and split off some scouts.
and then send off a scout team.
Oh, and then I've got the 3 1s to go. So right, yeah, that seems good, and it lets us see what a scout team for the Americans looks like. So there's a shock back on them. I will split off some scouts, and they will be the first guys to activate in my 1, 2, 3 scout team, LNG team, rifle section.
So they for one of his initiatives,
Uh-huh.
he can send a scout team sprinting off 3d6, and that will be 2 men.
Okay, 2 guys.
Yeah.
Go and find us the end of that road. They're off. Off the board. Well off the board. And is that it?
And that is your team off.
That's the team off. Objective
And
achieved.
the Americans have got past the farm.
I want to see how far my other guys would have
Not
got.
very many casualties on the German side, which is good.
Okay, the rifle section made it off as
Oh.
well. Cool. Excellent.
And there we go.
There we go.
Ga-
On to the
uh,
second
ca-
game.
Campaign game 1,
Completed.
American victory.
Yeah.
on
Chain of
Rendezvous
command.
with Destiny.
Rendezvous with Destiny.
So the next mission will be fighting in the hedges. With the Ingouf farm secured behind them, the US troops push out and establish a perimeter near an orchard nestled among the hedgerows. The Germans are quick to respond and begin to launch a series of intense counterattacks.
Oh, defending next one. That one sounds cool. Right. We'll book in and then we'll play the next game. Cheers, Steve. That was really good fun.
Yeah, cheers. That was great. Absolutely
Second
brilliant
game of Chain of Command. I really love it. After playing the first game, I went out and bought up the rule book and all the tokens and all the rest of it, and it's money well deserved from Two Fat Lardies. It's a great little system. I love it. Right, see you on the next one. Bye bye.